Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video we are talking about another easy to grow succulent called as Echeveria Esther. Now guys, Echeveria Esther is a very easy to grow succulent, but you need to keep in mind certain things, especially when it comes to watering. Now this succulent cannot be underwatered for a very long time because it does not have a lot of space when it comes to storing of water. So in case if you belong to a place wherein it's very warm and humid, you have to be extra careful. You need to follow a proper watering schedule and do not keep this succulent underwatered for a really long time. Otherwise, for people who are from a very warm and humid environment, you might face dry rot. Now talking about propagation, it's pretty simple to propagate because it belongs to the Echeveria family. You can propagate it via leaves, via beheading, stem cuttings and separating the offsets. I had done a stem cutting some time back. As you can see, it's a very tiny little rosette over here. It has not put out any roots yet, so I'm just waiting for it to put out roots, and once that's done I will put it into the soil. So you can see it's really beautiful. It has this beautiful red edges and the leaves are slightly bluish green in color, which makes it even more beautiful. Talking about the soil, it remains the same, loose, porous, well draining, but ensure that you do not keep it underwatered for a really long time. Exposure to sunlight, it's only possible if you are going to acclimate the sun. If you have recently purchased the succulent, do not put it out in direct morning sunlight. All of a sudden then the leaves will get burnt. The leaves are very delicate when it comes to light. They need to be acclimated, only then they will be able to withstand the morning direct sunlight. Otherwise there are going to be a lot of burns. So when you get your succulent newly purchased, either online or from the nursery, ensure that you keep it in indirect bright light at least for a week or so. Let it get acclimated and then do a slow introduction to morning direct sunlight. In this way your succulent will be able to handle direct morning sunlight. Pest attack is not much of an issue, especially unless you have any blooms. If there are blooms, then there would be aphids and mealybugs, but other than that usually it does not get affected with mealybugs. But in case if there are any mealybugs, you can go for any organic solution. Do not spray anything on the succulent or on the succulent leaves. That could further damage your succulent. And whenever you are treating your succulents with any kind of let's say rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer, ensure that you are doing this in indirect bright light. One day before and one day after. Do not expose it to direct sunlight whenever you're doing touching rubbing alcohol on it with the Q-tip or hand sanitizer with the Q-tip. Ensure for at least 2 days keep it in indirect bright light, avoid direct sunlight. Even though the rubbing alcohol and the hand sanitizer will evaporate within couple of minutes, but still, to be on the safer side, do not expose it to morning direct sunlight or any form of direct sunlight. Even for that matter, do not keep it under strong grow lights whenever you apply any kind of rubbing alcohol or hand sanitizer. It's pretty simple to propagate. As I said, leaf propagation, stem cutting, beheading is going to work out really well. The soil has to be loose, porous and well draining. Ensure that you wait for the soil to dry completely before watering it. Do not wait for a really long time. The growing season is summers. Very soon it will get into its growing season if you're a person who adds fertilizers, but please do not add too much of fertilizers, otherwise your succulents will get weak and they might invite trouble like fungus, mold and other things. Talking about dormancy, it was a winter dormant succulent, so during this period of time do not add any fertilizers. So guys, that's all about this beautiful little succulent called as Echeveria Esther. It's pretty simple to take care. If you are a beginner, you want to add it in your collection, please go ahead, but as I said, just have a proper balance between watering. Do not overwater, do not underwater it too much. You need to maintain a balance and have a proper watering schedule so that you know exactly when your soil tends to dry and when it's not dry. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep propagating.